The Joe Rogan Experience.
Have you ever seen the numbers of what feral cats alone, just house cats, kill? It's literally in the billions in North America. Billions every year.
Non-stop
But
killing.
imagine how many rats there would be if the cats weren't out there.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like, it's all, there's a balance to it all. Like, oh my God, these cats are killing everything. Right.
Yeah.
Imagine how many fucking mice would be out there if there weren't cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all balance.
Yeah, that to Adam's point about his lion in Colorado, it's so managed. That animal actually probably could have been killed off, like because it was killing livestock.
Yeah,
But when you kill a lion in Colorado, it's very detailed, very documented and tracked. It's like you can only take. Like in the unit I was hunting lion, I didn't kill one, but you could only kill 35 in the year.
Yep.
And every time a lion comes in, they catalog it, check it, get it, all the information in there, and then that's one of the 35. Once you reach 35 quota, you're done.
You're done.
So let's put this in perspective, because if that doesn't happen, and by the way, all that money goes back to the state, goes to game wardens, it helps everybody, it helps conservation. If you don't have that, you know what you have? You have what's going on in Japan, where Japan is having massive brown bear attacks. So just last year, they had a kill, I think it was 1,000, it's at least 1,000. I think it was more than 1,000 bears last year.
Right.
And this year is projected to be even higher than last year. So the bears at the fucking military has to go in, and they're having a war on giant brown bears.
That are killing, I don't know how many people already this year.
A shit ton.
Yeah.
A shit ton.
They
Jamie, put that into Perplexity, our sponsor. How many people have been killed in Japan by grizzly bears? Or, well, they're not grizzly bears, but they're essentially brown bears.
They're a type of brown bear,
They're brown bear. Record surge of brown bear attacks in 2025 with at least 13 fatalities and over 200 injuries. Holy fuck. Making it the deadliest year for bear attacks in recent history. Majority of fatal attacks have occurred in Hokkaido, where brown bears are more prevalent, and the number of attacks has prompted emergency responses, including the deployment of military personnel in some regions. Dude, I've been hearing people in Montana and people in Wyoming that have been saying we're seeing more brown bears than ever before. Guys are going on elk hunts and getting freaked out. And like, they have to delist these fucking things. Like, they're totally fearless. They've never been hunted, so they have no fear of humans. How many guys have you heard where the gun goes off and the bear shows up after the gun goes off because it knows that the elk is down or the moose is down?
Like a dinner bell.
Like a dinner bell.
I flew into Hokkaido. Japan had a period where they would let foreigners hunt, and it had to be with a bow. And I was chasing Sika stags over there. And I had no idea they had a brown bear at all. And I was going through this big reedy area, like, the reeds are up above your head. And there was just a game trail going in there, like that the deer had been using. And as I was going through there, I could see that it was starting to open up a little bit more, like a flattened out section, maybe like where the deer had been bedded. And I got in there, and there was a Sika deer, just like the rib cage all chewed out. And it was just a big muddy clearing where this brown bear had got in there and just like rolled around with this carcass. But the prints in the mud were like that. I had no idea there was even bears there. So
wait a minute, what year is this?
It'd have to be 10 or 11 years ago now.
But Google is still around, right?
Yeah.
You didn't check? You didn't go, hey, what's in the area?
I didn't even have thought about it.
I started messaging the outfitter and being like, dude, there's bears here.
Look at that bear.
Yeah. And then he started telling me that it's some of the biggest brown bears there is.
Bro, that bear fucked up that guy's hood.
That's a big bear.
Yeah.
But the police force, because I believe there was an unarmed police force at the time, they had an issue with a bear where it had killed 2 hunters there, and he had to go in and shoot this bear. He had photos on a tractor, and I don't do the gruesome photos, but he's just flicking through his phone, and the next photo is a guy with his face missing from this brown bear attack. And another photo, the bear, when he went in to shoot the bear was in a stream holding the guy down in the water, eating him in the water. Oh. And pretty gruesome. So it's pretty full on. But up until that point, I never even knew there was a brown bear in Japan.
Bro, before you go someplace with a bow,
That makes sense.
do a cursory internet
Smart.
search.
I'm from
You know, even if
Australia.
it's-
Like, come on.
You guys have the internet? Shut the fuck up. You were telling me you saw the Starlink things going by.
They're way behind in
Let's
Australia.
not talk
though.
about that one.
Come on.
They
you
just
can
got
s-
the internet.
This guy is a traveling bow hunter, and he doesn't check to see if there's enormous
There's the
monsters living in the
romance
same
in it
neighborhood.
of the unknown.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Look, there's plenty of unknown out there. You know, you don't need to add to it.
There's
It's all disappearing. All unknowns disappearing because of the internet.
A little bit.
another layer to that Japan story is the reason why they have to deploy the military is because all the hunters are aging out. So there was hunters there, but because hunting is kind of like this dying thing for this next generation, there's not enough hunters, so they have to get the military involved. Otherwise, it would be hunters like you going over there, and they've talked about like. I mean, I know there's Americans who would volunteer to do it, but that's another part of it is this next generation just isn't hunting.